a strategic partner, as well as grow them into the export market over a period of time, because it does take 24 months to get everything approved. Remington, which Zaina just talked about, I think it's out there, because I saw a couple of gentlemen from Remington. They are already way ahead. They're 24 months ahead in terms of getting the approval. So we are looking very closely to invest with them so they can have the production. So by what we are saying is that Pakistan Pharma should really, it's not sad, but it's something to point out that there is not one FDA facility in Pakistan.
एक्चुअली जी जब औरत हमल से होती है ये साइकिल उससे पहले का है. बहुत सी हमारी इस वक्त यंग लड़कियां हैं जो एनीमिक हैं. क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस में हॉस्पिटल्स में बहुत सी लड़कियां आती हैं जिनमें खून में हीमोग्लोबिन की आयरन की कमी है. जब यही लड़कियां हमल से होती हैं तो दैट थिंग गेट्स इवन वर्स. इसीलिए और वो फिर जब उनके बर्थ आउटकम्स होते हैं उसमें स्मॉल जेस्टेशनल एज बच्चे, स्टिल बर्थ्स, प्री टर्म बर्थ्स, जिसमें बच्चा जो पैदा होता है उसके सर्वाइवल के रेट्स कम हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. पाकिस्तान में मैटरनल मोर्टेलिटी और चाइल्ड मोर्टेलिटी के इंडिकेटर्स बहुत ज़्यादा हाई हैं और चूँकि हमने सिग्नेटरी हैं सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स के, तो हमने अपनी और ये जो नंबर्स हैं इनको बहुत नीचे लाना है. अब हमने इतने अरसे से देखा है कि पिछले 10-12 सालों में ज़ाहिर है थोड़ा बहुत फ़र्क आया लेकिन बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं आया. तो एज़ पॉलिसी मेकर्स, एज़ साइंटिस्ट्स हम लोगों ने बैठ के ये रियलाइज़ किया है कि ग़ज़ा अलोन से इतना फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. बिकॉज़ एक तो क्लाइमेट चेंज की वजह से पाकिस्तान में फूड सिक्योरिटी के मेजर इश्यूज़ हैं और इन एडिशन टू दैट हमारे पास वाटर स्केर्सिटी के भी इश्यूज़ हैं. सो ये दोनों कंबाइन करके एक मेल न्यूट्रिशन का एक सिनारियो क्रिएट करते हैं. उसके लिए ज़रूरी ये है कि हामला माएँ एक तो रेगुलर एंटीनेटर चेकअप्स के लिए जाएं, चाहे वो शहरों में रहती हैं चाहे वो गांव में रहती हैं. एंटीनेटर चेकअप के लिए जाएं और ख़ुद जब वो जाती हैं एंटीनेटर चेकअप के लिए तो सप्लीमेंट्स मांगें ताकि वो अपने ऊपर भी एहसान करें, अपनी सेहत पे भी करें, लेकिन अपने आने वाले बच्चे के लिए एक ऐसा माहौल क्रिएट करें इनसाइड हर वूम जिससे बच्चे के चांसेस ऑफ सर्वाइवल कल को ज़्यादा हो. न्यूट्रिशनल अगर आप पाकिस्तान के नेशनल न्यूट्रिशन सर्वे को देखें जो 2018 में हुआ है, बड़ा क्लियरली आपको नज़र आता है कि हमारे मुल्क में इस वक्त क्या तस्वीर है. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ आप सबको मैं ये भी वजाहत कर दूं कि जो 2018 का सिनारियो था, अभी हमारे मुल्क में कोविड गुजरा है, हमारे मुल्क में 2022 में बहुत मेजर किस्म के फ्लड्स गुजरे हैं. ठीक है जी. सो अगर हम 2025 को एक सर्वे करें, हो सकता है कि जो इंडिकेटर्स आज आपको 2018 में बता रहे थे कि आपकी 420 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन या उस टाइम पे जितनी पॉपुलेशन थी जो 50% एनीमिक थी, आपको नहीं पता इस वक्त कितने लोग एनीमिक हैं, कितनी ख़वातीन एनीमिक हैं. ठीक है. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड इनिशिएटिव. हुकूमत पाकिस्तान का सूबों के साथ मिलके हम कर रहे हैं और हमारे साथ बहुत से पार्टनर्स इन्वॉल्व हैं और हम सब ये रियलाइज़ करते हैं कि अगर माँ की सेहत अच्छी होगी तो हमारी फ्यूचर जनरेशन की सेहत भी अच्छी होगी. ठीक है. वेदर इट्स मेंटल हेल्थ as well as physical health.
My name is Jackie Range. I'm the Executive Director for the Junaid Family Foundation. We're a global organization. We work in both Cleveland and here in Pakistan, around the globe, to be able to support education, healthcare, civic engagement and equity and diversity, particularly around women's empowerment and maternal health.
So can you tell me how women can take better nutrition?
It is a concerted effort with various global partners. We are honored to have most all of them here today. So various individuals, various global nonprofits that have been working on this around the world, the private sector, the public sector, kind of all hands on deck, everybody on board to be able to support scaling this effort here in Pakistan.
Thank you so much.
What is the impact of climate change on the health of women in Pakistan?
The climate is always going to affect the most vulnerable populations. And at JFF, that's one of our big priorities, is supporting the most vulnerable among us. And so, yes, climate change is always going to disproportionately affect them.
Exactly.
It's not a support, more of a partnership, if I put it that way. Want to use the opportunity how this has progressed in terms of revising the entire nutrition community to be incorporated into the program, and one of which is the MMS. So they put together a technical working group, which includes Nutrition International, UNICEF, Gates Foundation, and others, a kind of guideline, TOR, that can guide the MMS program for mothers in this program was developed, approved by the board as well, and ready for implementation. So for the implementation, across training is required. That is what Dr. Marina said. There is already existing national guideline for training and the like. When it comes to procurement, it is using the nutrition matching fund as an opportunity. That is, different partners, including FCO, Gates Foundation, and the Child Investment Fund, they put together and encourage government to incentivize in a way for every dollar government allocate, that can also be matched, more of a one. So BISP committed to procure close to 1 million bottles of MMS, that is for that number. Absolute number is 900 something, but close to 1 million. That procurement process is initiated. It is going to be offshore because the local procurement may take some time. But the idea is a localization. Once the local production is in place, every commodity will be procuring locally. The best example is Aritev. For since 2020, UNICEF and other partners has been procuring Aritev locally from small investors. So at the moment, it's going to be offshore.
Through the national scale-up of MMS and continued technical support. We are proud to stand alongside our partners here in Pakistan in government, medicine, community health, and education.
biggest challenge in kind of the product we give to the women, particularly when we distribute to the government sector free of cost. And it also has been the case with IFA because we have been living with IFA for many years, but look at the studies, adherence and the consumption frequency is the biggest challenge. Third thing that I would like to say to the policymakers and our colleagues and mention the private sectors, the biggest challenge also is opportunity. Look at the statistics. Many people are going to the private sector, but at the moment we understand the government is trying to reach out to its own resources to the people through health system, but health system outreach in terms of the resources, it's not 100% coverage the population. Plus, we understand the government will never be able to provide MMS free of cost to the whole population with the 9 million pregnancies happening here. So what's the solution for private sector again? So one evidence is presented by our colleagues here from Nutrition International. And if you allow, I would like to say only few points about the private sector that we did for MMS under BMJ funded balanced energy protein. We started initially with the balanced energy protein, not distributed free, but selling at a subsidized cost. And we saw there's a huge demand among the women. They were purchasing it at the subsidized price, but the consumption frequency, that's was the biggest focus. It was 12 sachets per month. Although we couldn't reach 28 or 30 sachets, but still there's a good evidence that the people can pay. And the good thing was that the best beneficiary was also purchasing. 17% total consumer from our data was from the best beneficiaries who had a privilege to get free of cost balanced energy protein from the government sector. Then in the last phase of the program, we also tested near to Unimap MMS. It was not 100% Unimap MMS, but this was being produced by the Soyotech in Karachi. And we observed that in a period of 4 months, the local community resource person who are living from the community area, from non-covered area, they were so effective to go to women who registered as a PLW and giving the pitch on the sales. And they sold around about 11,000 bottles to 7,000 women. It was all unique women and the consumption frequency that we have.
Thank you very much.
So there's also need to pay a focus on the private sector.
Thank you very much, Bashir Anjum Saab. He represents Rural Support Program Network, and they have, through the other organization, he has experience of selling these so that in private sector where government cannot provide huge amounts of product, they should be procuring it, so the demand needs to be created for that. And I will request, if RSPN can be added to the members of the technical working group, so that whatever field experiences they have can be incorporated in that. Thank you very much. Rest of your questions were more of answers and suggestions, so thank you.
Asif Jazar from Nutrition International. Thank you very much, Dr. Marine, for sharing the information that the upcoming MMS procurement would be happening across the country through the Benazir Lashanova program, as I am getting correctly, with the support from UNICEF. So my question is that, is there any plan? Because one of the pharmaceutical have registered themselves with the draft as a local to produce Unimap formulation in Pakistan. So the upcoming procurement would be happening locally, or still we would be getting from the offshore? Is there any thought process?